Peace and love, y'all. It's your girl, Divine Priestess, tapping back in with y'all with more messages from Spirit. Just a little tarot wisdom with Divine Priestess. And you already know what time it is, y'all. We are going to clear this space and clear the energy. So to the Most High, the creator of all, God, Spirit, universe, ancestor, spirit, guides, a divine white light, thank you so much for your unconditional. All right. Thank you so much for repelling any low vibrational demons, deities, entities, evil eye, low vibrational energy, evil eye, hexes, hoodoo, voodoo, curses, and so mote it be. Ashe. What's poppin', gang? Hey, Lovely Ray, and hey, Relove 129. Welcome back, y'all. Now, I ain't gonna hold y'all. I was trolling a little bit. On the title, sis. I was trolling because I'm like, we gotta have this conversation. I'm not gonna say I was trolling because for real, like, I'm not trolling in that way of saying like, but trolling in the sense that hoping that I could get some more people to join the live because I want to have this dialogue, this conversation, this understanding, right? You wrote me, baby? Okay, I'm gonna tap in and see. Yes, girl, but she said the title, right? Because I'm like, baby, y'all be really wanting them man buns for real. You feel me? You look great as well. Thank you, baby. Thank you so much, love. Girl, okay? Let me tell y'all, because I was refraining. I know the last time, a few times we've been on this live, I was telling y'all, like, I was thinking about doing, like, story, time or these different things and explaining, like, things that I've been through with certain situations and things like that. And, I've kind of been going back and forth with, which stories do I want to share and things like that. But, this in particular subject is crazy because, like, I dated a guy and, like, when we first start kicking it, we just started kicking it. We were, like, friends, so we were vibing. And, like, when we started dating, and before I even met his mother, he kept communicating to me about how I reminded him of his mother, right? And I didn't know what his relationship was, with his mother was, you know what I'm saying? But it just, like, the experience that I had with this person, right? It was like, the connection that he had with his mother, rather, was like, he had some abandonment issues, basically, with his mom and stuff like that. But, like, the things that he would say that he liked about me, though, were like, because I was charismatic and, I had this way of communicating with people and, like, basically all of these great attributes that you would think would be good, he was looking at it like, he looked at it as a negative thing for whatever experience he had with his mom because he felt like she abandoned him as a child, right? So, like, because he had these abandonment issues that stemmed from this, right? And because the way that he seen his mom, right? Because he looked at his mom kind of like, like in a negative way. I felt like he would, like, kind of low-key disrespect her sometimes when he would explain to me about his, experiences, right? And I'm one of those people that I'm not going to judge. Like, if you have deep-rooted pain from your parents, I can resonate with that. So, like, I'm not going to judge you off of that or anything. I'm going to respect it, and I'm going to try to help you heal from that. You see what I'm saying? But it's like, that wasn't something he was wanting to heal from. It was like he was perpetuating this hate for his mother, and it's like he was perpetuating that onto me. And this is what I'm saying. It's like, most men that don't have a good connection with their mothers, okay, or they have a negative connotation about their mothers, they really hate women low-key. Hey, Royale Lifestyle LLC, thank you so much for joining the live, love. It's like, yeah, they low-key hate women because of their negative experiences that they had, from their... if they experience any type of abandonment issues and different things. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody is different. So I don't like to put people in stereotypes and boxes to say, all men do this, all women do this, all hurt people, all this is that. Because I've been hurt, but I don't go out and I don't hurt people. Like, I'm not a hurt person. I've been hurt before, but I'm a healed person now. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we still all have the responsibility to decide that we're going to go about things differently despite of what we went through. And when we have that mindset, then we won't try to set so many people in so many stereotypical type of ways, right? But that's what he was doing with me. It was like he was utilizing the fact that I reminded him, like, certain attributes of me reminded me of his mother. But my thing is like, okay, well, why would you choose me then, bitch? Like, why do you want somebody that reminds you of somebody that you don't like or you hate or stems to your pain, your rooted, issues and things like that? So it's like, if you are in the beginning, like, I'm thinking like this is a compliment, but then I find out it's not. Like, you're really disrespecting me. You're really trying to say like, oh, all women is whores because my mama was one. Well, bitch, I don't give a fuck. I'm not keeping tabs on your mama pussy, but bitch, whatever she got going on don't got shit to do with me. Okay? And like, whoever she was when she was going through whatever she was going through back then, she probably old as hell now. So she probably living a different type of lifestyle. Like, we got to learn how to forgive. We got to learn how to, and not forgive for them, but for ourselves, to let things go. Because it was like, he was holding on to this pain and this hate that he had for his mother. But then it's like, in the same breath, though, you really don't hate your mom because you still fuck with her. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you introduced me to her. I got to meet her. We got to hang around each other. But then it was like, he started trying to put us against each other type of deal. It was almost like he didn't want me to build a relationship or a connection with his mom. And when his mom was taking likings to me and she was like reaching out and calling me, it was like he did that real quick and told her, like, don't, like, it was like the dynamic that he was having, like, it was starting to be revealed more and more, the dynamic that he had with his mother. And it was like he was trying to put a wedge between us even building a type of connection. So I was just thinking like, well, I understand, like, if she was toxic towards you when you were a child, like, whatever, like, I'm just going to support whatever you desire. If you don't want me to have that type of connection with your mom, then I'm not going to be pressed to try to have that connection. You see what I'm saying? But like, I'm not against it, you know what I'm saying? But whatever reason he was. But see what I'm saying? Now, as an after fact, I'm looking back at the whole situation, right? I'm seeing that he literally, it was like you already had it in your mind that you hated your mother. And then you already have it in your mind that you just hate women because of the perception that you have of your mom. So it's like when you decided that you was going to deal with me, you already had it in your head that you don't like me. You see what I'm saying? Because I remind you of her. Because you don't like whatever, these abandonment things. Hey, Rob the Voice, thank you so much for joining the live, love. Hey, Kamiko LaShawn, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But it was like, yeah, I felt like he already had it in his mind because it was like, now you're using this against me. Like, because my mama, like, you're, like, first of all, it's not even about that either. It's more about the fact that this person is utilizing their trauma, right, to have some influence in how you view them and things like that. Hey, Rockstar, thank you so much for joining the live, love. You know, it's like they're utilizing that connection that they have to perpetuate or to project the hate from their parents onto you. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I dated this nigga and he was like telling me like, because you're like this and you're like that and all of these things that made us similar, right? But then you're telling me in the same breath that you don't like these things about your mom, but now you're saying that I am perpetuating these characteristics, right? So it's like, you don't really like women, do you? Right? It's like, just because you have a negative connotation of your mom, what does that have to do with another woman who is separate from her? We are not the same, okay? And whatever experience you had from your childhood, I'm encouraging you to heal that. I'm not encouraging you to sit here and perpetuate the pain that you had and that you experienced from your mom, right? So it's like, this is one of those things when you don't deal with the healing of the past when you're a child and you don't go back and you go nurture that healing, you then turn around and you start to project that pain on you start to project that pain on the other people and you start to perpetuate. And now it's like, now you're creating this same trauma to others, right? And now they have to sit around and try to figure out how to heal their shit because now you're continuously perpetuating this trauma, right? Instead of going within to deal with it, to heal it, okay? So we cannot go out into the world hurt. You know how they say hurt people, right? So we're not doing that anymore. Hey, Sly Fox V, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, it's just a matter of us having a level of self-reflection and going within to say, man, like, I know I was hurt by my parents. Like, even me, like, I have my own childhood wounds from my parents, but I don't go out and go and project that onto other people. I don't go out hurting people, trying to use motherfuckers and like, oh, because yeah, the world is cold. It's a fucked up world out here. Like, now we got to go out and perpetuate that onto other people. It's like, when you have that kind of mindset, then you go out into the world and you create that for other people, right? So this is what I'm saying. What the title is like, it's such a trolling title, but it's the reality, because there is a lot of men that hate women, and there's a lot of women that hate men. So let me not just make it seem like it's all about men, because there's a lot of women who are traumatized that they perpetuate their pain onto the opposite sex as well. But see, me as a woman, I like men. I only date women. I only date men. I'm only expressing what I have experienced. I never dated a woman, so I can't really speak to that, right? But for the men that come onto my channel and watch my content, it's not to bash men. It's just to bring out the obvious, right? Because it's very obvious that men operate a certain kind of way when they don't have themselves grounded and they don't find importance in stability and foundation and family and, you know, all of these things, right? When you don't find importance in those things, then you have to worry about that man or that woman being this type of person, right? So you have to just beware, right? But my point into saying this is, over time of being in this dynamic with this person and just allowing things to slowly discover and come out, you know, out of the darkness, you know, I would peep game to little things that he would do or say. And I remember one time we were talking about a situation that, because here's another thing too, right? Because this person in particular, I dated his friend in the past, right? So when the friend that I dated in the past, we had been done kicking it. We like hadn't hung out in a long time or whatever. Maybe, well, I don't want to say a long time. I think there were like some months. I think there was like some months in between me dating his friend and then him coming around. And it's not like when I was dating him, he was around like that. So it's not like, anyway, I don't care about the judgments of what people think about you dating friends. Like, I did date somebody that was a friend, but it was like there was distance in between, and it was like me and that person that I used to date, we never was in a relationship. We was in a situationship, and we never had made a commitment to each other. So it was like, I'm not going to limit, right, who I date because of you. If me and you never was in a committed relationship and you never was like looking at me in a way that this is somebody that I want to be serious with, this is somebody that I want to settle down with, then why am I going to eliminate my window of opportunity if I find somebody attractive or somebody that I like, right? But now here's the thing, right? Now, as an experience of being with somebody who I dated that was a friend, now I can say, like, maybe I probably wouldn't do that again, because here's the problem, right? You gotta be weary of these niggas who want to date you after they friend dated you, right? Because here's the thing, a lot of these niggas that run in groups and they don't really have an appreciation for women like that, they really be low-key gay. And I'm sorry, they be low-key, they be on the down low. They be, you know what I'm saying, they be low-key wanting to suck some dick. You know what I'm saying? Or some shit like that. So the reality is that you're dating a man and his friend that know you was dating his friend. Because it's like, y'all not my friend. Like, I dated him, I liked him. You know, we broke up. We not dealing with each other no more. And then I meet you. And here's the thing too. The people that I dated, like, I knew both of them actually since high school, right? But it was like one of them I knew really well, and then the other one, it was just I knew through, you know how you have friends that are relative, right? So we were just what is it called, when just acquaintances. It's not like we were cool or tight like that, you know what I'm saying? What you laugh? What is so funny, girl? What is so funny? I said it needs to be one suck some dick sometimes, but I mean that's the truth in the matter, because it's like, why else? Like, this is the it's like the, what is it called? The contradiction, right? Because it be the same ones that like just crave, they like out here just fucking everything, right? But then those be the same ones that demean and degrade the women that they fuck on. So it's like, how in one breath you just out here just sowing your wild oats, right? But then in the same breath you hate that person. You just, it don't make sense. It don't make sense. Make it make sense. So y'all was friends. Who cares? You have no ties and no kids. Y'all was friends. Yes. Right. Right. You know what I'm saying? But people like to judge. So I like to give context, because that's the reality of the matter. Like, I don't just go date people friends. So that's why I'm trying to be this precise, because people like to place judgment and they don't really know the situation. So I'm just being more detailed about the fact that, yes, that's not something that I normally do. But in particular scenario, I've decided that, oh, it's okay, because like at first I wasn't even looking. It wasn't no intention for us to even deal with each other like that. It was more about like we were friends, and then it just became that because we were spending a lot of time together. And then you know how it is, you start spending time together, you start to grow, they start to grow on you, you start to like them, then you be like, okay, well, now you address the fact that, okay, that was your friend, I was that, you know, whatever. Then you address that at that time when you decide that, okay, y'all gonna take it further and things like that. So that's how the situation went. But anyway, long story short, though, the nigga ended up sharing a story with me about him and his friend and how they literally ran a train on someone together, right? He said that they ran a train on someone together, and that I'm not even going to explain the whole story, but what I'm saying is the story that he shared with me was very suspect. But it was like the way that he was projecting the story. He was trying to project it onto his friend as if the friend, you know, because I guess they weren't even cool no more. So it's like, now you're telling me something about your friend, your old friend, right? To make me look at y'all kind of suspect. Because he was saying how they ran a train on a female, and like, I'm not even going to say the rest of the story, but the story was like, why would you share that with me, right? And here's the thing with the narcissist, right? Narcissists say things, and when they tell you a story, sometimes like they're trying to reveal a truth that they actually did, but they're trying to use someone else as a scapegoat, right? So my point is to say is like the whole thing, like, you came and dealt with me. I don't even know if you was preying on me from the get-go. Like, because now, like, you don't like that friend no more, right? Now here you are preying. Yeah, now here you are preying on me because you know that I used to date your friend. And then it's like, but you don't like that friend no more. So it's like, are you in competition with that nigga? Like, you dealing with me don't have even nothing really to do with me. You see what I'm saying? This is what I'm trying to bring to the forefront. It's like motive and intention of people and why they do things you have to question. It's not just surface and how people be moving. You got to ask, why did they move like that? People are strategic. People premeditate and plan on your downfall for whatever reason. Like, you actually may be a fucking nigga, right? Who likes niggas. You like this nigga and you're jealous. Like, you may have been plotting on me when I was dealing with the nigga back in the day. And then it's like, you really want to fuck with that nigga. So now here you are. You see what I'm saying? It's like, I don't know. Maybe that nigga's not gay though, but you are low key. But now you're mad at me because I was fucking with a nigga that you like. I don't know. I'm just saying. Okay? I'm just saying. It's like, shit, it made sense to me. It made sense to me. Okay? Because it's like, why else would you decide to deal with somebody that was a friend of yours, right? You're loyal to that person. That's your friend, right? He wanted to see why he liked you and not him, right? That's what I'm saying. It's like, y'all gotta be careful out here with these new men. These new men, boy, it's different. They different. It's these motherfuckers influenced by Young Thug. And being influenced by Lil Uzi Vert. And being influenced by these men is out here influenced by fucking, like I said, Lil Uzi Vert, Young Thug. Talk about what's the new, like when he was talking about calling niggas his husband, right? And like these motherfuckers made this down low shit more acceptable. You see what I'm saying? Hey, Joe Gold 904, thank you so much for joining the live, love. But it's like these new artists, right, that come, they wearing their fingernails and doing all this shit. This like these are down low like signs, right? And it's like, it's so funny because they put shit in our face in plain sight. So it's like, now that we got these down low celebrities in the forefront of the media, and then our youth is picking up on it, and not just the youth either, because these motherfuckers that just don't want to grow up. I'm a Toys R Us kid, bitch. Grow the fuck up. Motherfuckers want to be in high school the rest of their motherfucking life. Being out here, you know what I'm saying? Like living, trying to live that entourage lifestyle, right? And it's like, I guess I'm not gonna hate on people in their lifestyle, do y'all? But my point is just to say that as a woman, as people out here dating these type of men, right? Be aware, because some of them be plotting, and that's like, they don't even really like you. They don't even really fuck with you like that. They mad because you was fucking on the nigga they want to fuck on, but because they not really out of the closet like that, they can't really be outside. So it's like, now they trying to tap in to your energy. They trying to be you and shit, because that's the problem with the whole gender neutral transgender shit. It's like these motherfuckers want to be what they not, and then they mad at you because that's what the fuck you are. You see what I'm saying? So that's the reality of it. So like, we got to start paying attention to the type of men that we're even allowing to come and approach us, or to deal with, or to date. If they live in that future lifestyle, if they live in that, trying to be young, like, especially because I'm 38, and I'm not even going to hold y'all. A lot of people of my generation and like a little bit older than me, it's like I see a lot where they still they ain't matured. They still in that, like, sometimes I run into people that I went to high school with, and it still feel like they never matured. They never grew up. They still got the high school mentality. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, bruh, when you see those type of people, you have to be careful, because them be the ones that's out here. You gotta question their motives, and what is it that you really like? You know what I'm saying? Because like, I'm not even gonna hold you, and the reason why I'm bringing this up too is because that nigga always was like real thirsty for some butt sex, and I'm just like, bruh, like, no, nigga, like, I don't do that. Okay, I'm not about to fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Let you fuck. All right, I'm getting explicit, so let me stop. Let me chill the fuck out. But you see what I'm saying? It's like, you have to question it. You see what I'm saying? It's a lot of motherfuckers trying to get in your ass all the time. Then it's like, bitch, I got a pussy. Why do you want ass for? I don't get it. So it's like, bruh, like, this is what I'm saying. It's like, if you got to pay, like, this is what you're dealing with, it's a red flag, bruh. It's a red motherfucking flag. I'm not, like, I just can't. I just can't. I just can't. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm losing my train of thought because I'm just rambling. I did write stuff down, y'all. I be doing that a lot, but I mean, it's like I said, it's just a story that I experienced, so I didn't really feel like I had to write a whole bunch of stuff down, because I was trying to just tell y'all from how I experienced it and why this was brought to the forefront. Because a man telling you that you remind him of his mother might not always be a good thing. You gotta pay attention. Sugar bug one. What? If you don't get off my motherfucking live, I swear some of these people come on my live and I know they're like trolls. I know they're stalking motherfuckers. Cause it's like, and why don't you have a profile picture? Like, bruh. And sugar bug, why would you even call yourself that? Like, I know you're not even a real... That's why I'm saying these people be trolls. Find y'all something to do. Find y'all something to do. Don't come trying to stalk my motherfucking page. Oh, she said, okay, well, if you're not a troll, then I believe you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. She said, oh, I'm not no troll. Or he, I'm sorry, baby. You're not a troll then. Sometimes I feel like when you don't have a profile picture, it makes me feel weird. But... it's okay. I don't discriminate. People control. As long as you don't disrespect, we good. This my Finsta. Oh, that's like is Finsta like when you go stalking on other people's stuff so you can be incognito? What is Finsta? That's so hilarious. But okay, don't worry, I ain't discriminating, baby. It's all love. Thank you for being here. Okay, I'm sorry. I be paranoid sometimes. But yeah, y'all, the reality is, y'all, just pay attention to the red flags, y'all. And I'm just saying, like, we got to start raising the standards with the type of men we're willing to date. Because now, right, subliminally, we're attracted to these future type dudes. We're attracted to what they're glorifying in the media. So it's like, out in the real world, everybody's trying to imitate these people because that's what they deem as to be successful. So now we go out into the world and we see these people and we find them attractive just off of like their physical, but what's going on in their spirit? What's going on, you know what I'm saying, behind the scenes? You know what I'm saying? Like that's where I'm at with it now. So it's like just looks ain't gonna do it for me. Like I just went out the other day and I went to this live it was like live band performance. It was really nice. And I was sitting outside and the man oh my gosh, this motherfucking man was the most beautiful man I ever seen in my motherfucking life. Okay? This man was tall, beautiful, his eyes, like he had locks, like he had like the wicks, and like he was dressed real nice, and like he was the finest nigga I ever seen in my motherfucking life. And I was just like, damn, I really hope he talks to me, because I'm not one to be no thirsty ass bitch, but I do recognize when somebody is attractive and they look good, and I'm just like, damn, he's fine. If he talks to me, I'm definitely giving him my number and we gonna connect, honey. And I was just like, but he never said nothing to me. He didn't come talk to me or nothing like that. And no, I shouldn't have, because here's the thing, right? The devil be disguised in the most beautiful men and women. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, I don't want nobody that don't want me. Baby, if you don't see me and be like, damn, that's a goddess right there, I got to get her. Like, you can't. If you're the man, like I'm not chasing these niggas. Like that's what they did the bait and switch. That's what these niggas want you to do now. They want you to chase after them and shit like that because we've reversed the roles and shit like that. But I'm cool. But yeah, like he was fine in a bitch though, girl. I tell you, I was like, damn, he's fucking beautiful. Like, where did this motherfucker come from? I didn't even know motherfuckers could look this good. You see what I'm saying? But like I said, looks are all, like I understand that looks can be deceiving. So I don't just be moved like that. You see what I'm saying? Hey, your holistic BFF. Thank you so much for joining the live, love. Yeah, it's like because of, just because a man is beautiful and he looks good, that don't mean shit, baby, because that'll be the man that'll ruin your motherfucking life, okay? I done had the finest niggas. I done had some of the ugliest niggas. You see what I'm saying? Like, I'm not a shallow person. Like, if you move me and I'm attracted to you, whatever it is, for whatever reason, then I'm going to entertain it until I figure out, like, what was making me attracted to you. You see what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, this was one of those situations where it's just a reminder. Like, motherfucker can be so fine, it can look so good. None of that matters, y'all, because them be the ones that will ruin your motherfucking life, okay? And you know, like I said, the ones that be all wanting a woman to chase them be the ones you got to worry about, okay? The ones that be wanting a woman to chase them and get you, my shit is all sweaty. But yeah, it's like, the ones that be wanting you to chase them be the ones you got to worry about. Because them, you know, they're the ones that just, they're egotistical. They don't understand their position as a masculine. You see what I'm saying? They don't understand the role that they're supposed to play. They think they supposed, like, they on that young thug shit. You see what I'm saying? Like, I feel like anytime you got that kind of energy towards women, you know what I'm saying? You might want the man buns. That's all I'm trying to say. And it is what I mean. I'm pretty much going on a rant now because I didn't really have much else to talk about. I just wanted to share that story and just be a reminder to people out here in the dating realm, and you know, just pay attention to the signs. Just because a man, you know, is trying to approach you, that do not mean he like you. That don't mean, and if a man don't have respect for women, that's like a red flag right there. And that's how a lot of these men are. A lot of men that refer to, and don't get me wrong, I know that it's subliminal because I use bitch, I cuss, I say these words, you see what I'm saying? And I try to correct myself, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't want to be another projection of negativity on a woman or on a man either. You see what I'm saying? But like, you can sense when a man does not have any respect for women. And those are the ones you got to pay attention to. You know, the ones that be on that, like, oh, you know, I don't even know. The only best way to explain it is like future shit. Like, motherfuckers on that future shit, beware. Motherfuckers on that womanizer shit. Motherfuckers got multiple women and they doing all this and they out here in the streets and they got a different bitch every day. That's not a man that really like women. That's a man that he just fucking with women for whatever the motive may be. You see what I'm saying? I mean, I can't think for everybody. I don't know why the fuck, but I don't think it's not for genuine connection with a woman. Hey to the consecutive, thank you so much for joining the live, love. So yeah, y'all, on that note, you know what I'm saying, I was just really just bored and I wanted to come on the live too and just talk about some shit, you know. But yeah, pay attention to that. What type of relationship do they have with their parents? You know, stuff like that, because that makes a difference. And if he's trying to perpetuate that shit onto you, baby, like I said, run. That man want the man buns. He don't want you for real, hun. Like, that motherfucker really want some fun. You see what I'm saying? Insta Dre, what's up, bro? Welcome to the live. You came here on the end. You know, I was trolling, you know what I'm saying, as you can see. I know on the title I was trolling. But I was trolling, but I wasn't lying. I was for real, though. I really was just saying, because, like, I've experienced, you know, a nigga or two who didn't have no respect or love for his mama. You see what I'm saying? And then he was trying to project all his projections onto me about his mom, and then, like, begging me for some, you know, trying to get some what we call some butt sex. And I'm just like, bruh, that's all signs that you are not for the woman. You see what I'm saying? Laughing my ass up. I'm knowing you. I love you too, bro. You see what I'm saying? So it's just like, I'm just trying to troll, but I'm really trying to bring something to the forefront to make people understand something. Because it's like, and even just as men too, because men, they get bamboozled by women too. So it's a two-way street. You see what I'm saying? He said he was gay. Laugh my ass off. Bro knows what time it is. Bro knows what time it is. Confirm this shit, bro. Because I know I'm not asleep. I know I'm not tripping. Niggas be gay. You feel me? So it's like, as a woman, don't be letting these men make you feel bad about yourself or nothing like that, because 9 times out of 10, that man don't even really appreciate women. He don't really love women. You know what I'm saying? He really want to be getting fucked by some nigga. You see what I'm saying? So just beware. And like I said, it's the ones that don't have respect for women. It's the ones that's always out here, you know what I'm saying, trying to talk down on a woman and all that. Like, nah, we not having that. But I also feel the same way, because it's like, I don't want to be the one to talk down on men. So that's not, y'all know that's not what I'm here for. But I'm here to raise the concerns and the questions for people to think about shit. Because it's like, bruh, we just all walking around interacting with each other. And it's like, I want to know who the fuck I'm dealing with, because these niggas will set you the fuck up. Okay? They will set you up and put you in harm's way. And I'm picking up the pieces from some shit like that right now from dealing with a nigga. You see what I'm saying? So it's like, we just got to learn. I be putting my shit out there, be putting my vulnerabilities and my experiences out there on blast to try to help somebody from having to experience the same shit, because these motherfuckers will set you back if you let them. You feel me? But on that note, y'all, I'm sending y'all so much love, and I am going to slide, okay? See y'all on the next live.